We're going to talk about budgeting for AI implementation, the hidden costs and the returns. Imagine your engineering team just submit an AI budget request, $50,000 for software licenses. Seems reasonable, right? 6 months later, you spend $180,000 and you're still not live. Sound familiar? I've been on both sides of the disaster as a head of finance approving budgets and as an exec trying to implement different IT initiatives, in particular, in one case, an AI initiative. So today I'm sharing the real cost nobody talks about and the returns that actually matter for AI. I'm a finance exec who has led several AI initiatives over the last couple of companies, and I've approved budgets that went 300% over. And I've also delivered AI projects that paid for themselves in 4 to 6 months. The difference, understanding what you're actually budgeting for. Most AI budgets are fiction because they only account for about 30% of the real costs. And that's true, 30% of the real cost. It's the iceberg problem. Think of AI budgeting like an iceberg. The software cost is what you see above the water. Everything else is hidden underneath, and it is massive. Let me walk you through a real example from my last company. We budgeted $75,000 for an AI-powered financial forecasting tool. And here's what we actually spent. Software license, $75,000. This was our entire budget. Data preparation, $45,000, 6 weeks of cleaning and structuring of financial data. Integration costs, $35,000, connecting the AI tool to our existing systems. There's a training and change management cost, $25,000, getting our team comfortable with new processes. And then there's the ongoing support and maintenance, about $20,000 annually, because AI is not a set and forget tool. So the total first year cost is $200,000, 167% of our budget. But here's the kicker, this project ended up being one of our best investments. We just budgeted wrong from the start. The hidden cost categories. Let's talk about that. Let me break down the 4 hidden cost categories that blow up every AI budget. Category 1, data infrastructure. That is usually 40 to 60% of software cost. Your data is probably messier than you think. We discovered our customer data was spread across 5 systems with different formats. Before AI could work, we needed data engineers for 3 months just to create clean, consistent data sets. Budget rule. So add 50% of software costs for data preparation. If you're spending $100,000 in AI software, budget another $50,000 for data work. Category 2, integration and custom development. 30 to 50% of software costs or AI tools rarely plug seamlessly into your existing systems. You need custom APIs to connect your AI forecasting tool to your ERP system and your data warehouse. So the budget rule would be to add 40% of software cost for integration work. This includes APIs, data connectors, custom development. And then you have the category 3, which is more like the change management and training, the soft stuff. 20 to 30% of software cost. This is the cost that everyone forgets. Your team needs to learn new workflows. They need to understand AI outputs and change how they make decisions. We spent 2 to 3 months training our finance team and rebuilding our monthly planning process. The budget rule is to add 25% of software costs for training and processing changes. There's also category 4, ongoing operations, 15 to 25% annually. AI requires feeding and care. Models need retraining, data needs monitoring, and systems needs updating. Plus, you will discover improvements, and you'd want to expand the usage across other sectors in the organization. So the budget rule is to add 20% of initial software costs as ongoing annual expense. So the returns that nobody measures, let's talk about that. Let's talk about those returns because most companies only measure the obvious stuff and miss the real value. And what are the obvious returns? What everyone measures? Time savings. Our forecasting process went from 40 hours monthly to 8 hours. Wow. Error reduction. Forecasting accuracy improved by 35%. Cost savings eliminated 2 contractor positions worth $120,000 each annually. Hidden returns, a real gold mine. The real gold mine is a decision quality improvements. Better forecast led to smarter inventory decisions, saving us $300,000 in carrying costs. This wasn't a direct AI benefit, but AI enabled it. AI flagged cash flow issues 3 months earlier than our old process. This earlier warning helped us negotiate better payment terms with suppliers and avoid a potential cash crunch. It also helps create the strategic capacity of finance teams spend 60% less time on routine forecasting and 60% more time on strategic analysis. This led to identifying new revenue opportunities worth $500,000. Competitive advantage, we could respond to market changes faster than competitors because our forecasting updated daily instead of monthly. The total measurable return in year one is well worth over $1 million on a $200,000 investment. But we almost killed the project because our original $75,000 budget made it look like a failure. So, the budgeting framework that works, here's my simple budgeting framework for any AI project. Start with the software cost and then apply these multipliers. Data preparation plus 50%. Integration, add another 40%. Training and change management, add 25%. First year total, software cost times a factor of 2.20. For ongoing costs, 20% of software costs. Expansion improvement, 10% of software costs. So an example, 100,000 AI software becomes $215,000 the first year and $130,000 annually after that. 3 budgeting rules I never break. Budget for 18 months, not 12. AI projects take longer than expected. Rule 2, include a 20% contingency buffer. Something always goes wrong. And rule 3, plan returns measurement upfront. Define what success looks like before you spend a dime. So in conclusion, the companies that are winning with AI are not necessarily spending less. They are budgeting realistically, and they are measuring comprehensively. So stop budgeting for just the software. Start budgeting for the transformation. Your AI project isn't expensive because of the technology. It's expensive because you are changing how your business works. Budget for that change, and you will deliver results that justify every dollar invested. What AI budgeting disasters have you survived? Share your stories in your comments. And if this saved you from a budget blow up, great. More to come on the AI stuff. Take care. Bye-bye.